Peace be with you. Welcome back to my channel, Healing Life with Positivity 24/7, 365, and 24/7. This is a platform that I created dedicated to my inner child. So, from my inner child to your inner child, all is well. Look at us. We overcame a lot, right? Look at us, adulting. Don't forget your inner child. Always make time to cater to your inner child. Laugh a lot, dance a lot. Do the things that you either love to do as a child, or maybe there was something that you wanted to do that unfortunately you weren't able to. And this is your time. It's a beautiful thing when you can rewrite your story, right? If you don't like the script, if you don't like the story, you have the power to co-create a new narrative by way of just rewriting your story with the creator. It's beautiful, isn't it? I love it. Come on in here. If you're new to the platform, welcome. I hope you like, love, share, subscribe, and bring in good vibes. And I love you and you love me. Let's go ahead and just get to this spiritual session. I always love to start these sessions out by way of taking a really huge inhale, holding it as long as possible, filling the body with a lot of air and wind, and then just exhaling, right? It's something about just going with the flow. Breathing is so powerful. It's a beautiful thing. I thank the Most High for it. So let's just do that together. Join me if you will, if you can, if you shall, and so we can and we will. Take a deep breath. When I do that, y'all, it's something about surrendering something, right? Surrendering my existence to the creator, trusting in the universe. It's a trust fall type of a relationship, in saying, I trust the divine plan for my life. I trust that I'm going the right way, that I'm exactly where I need to be. And so in that, there's an energy that goes along with it, right? That resonates with every fiber in your being. And so it is. And that's just like what it is. It can't be anything else, right? So let's just see. We're going to be doing the spirit messages oracle downloads, I guess. What is this? Spirit messages oracle cards, inspiring messages to bring you comfort. Oh, that's nice. So let's just go ahead and get into it. Holy Spirit, beautiful universe, what is it that we need to focus in on? I feel like we went through a major ascension, y'all, in a way that maybe we knew was coming. Are we ever really ever ready for those huge deaths and transformations by way of the shadows of death? Oh my God, y'all. I felt it in every fiber of my being. I did not come out the same. But it's a good thing, right? Because in life, that's what it's about. It's always changing, right? Always reinventing oneself. So let's just see what the universe wants us to know. It says, be true to yourself in all ways. Not everybody will get you. They can only understand you from their level of perception, and that's on them. No matter what people say, don't ever doubt your worth, or your beauty that you hold within. Stand tall in your power. This is some good stuff, y'all. I need to put I in this so that I can feel this resonate with myself. So this says, if I have to rewrite this in a way that we're going to repeat it to ourselves, I am always true to myself in every way. I realize and I accept lovingly, patiently, kindly that everybody's not going to get me, and that's okay. I do understand that people only understand me from their level of their perception. I accept that. I'm okay with that. I have peace in that. No matter what people say about me, I will never doubt my worth or my beauty that I hold within. I always stand tall in my power. So with these cards, y'all, if you're new to the platform, whenever it says you, I like to say I, so that I too get this affirmation for you. So as you're hearing it and I'm speaking to you and you're saying it to yourself, the you now becomes I. Why? Because words are powerful, right? So as I speak that into every fiber of my being, every cell in my body is taking an energetic order by way of what it is that my body needs, right? So you know how they say daily bread? in spirituality by way of Christianity, daily bread. It's figurative, it's literal. Yes, we like to eat, right? But what is your spiritual food? What's your daily diet? Calculating your spiritual calories. What are you taking in mentally, right? And so when I read things like that and I put I in it, my body feeds off of it naturally. And every cell in my body gets excited, right? Allowing my physical body to stay in optimum health because of what I'm feeding my spirit. Okay, listen. That could have been, a little interesting. At least it was for me. But these are fresh downloads, y'all. Like, I don't script anything. I don't. I just let spirit flow. This is a platform where I'm absolutely transparent. Okay. I'm absolutely going to get a little bit more active on this platform. I needed to build some things behind the scenes as it related to just kind of like the structure and where I see that this is going to go. I'm also going to do a raffle, y'all, where I got a really good gift that I'm giving away. It's going to be so nice. I'm going to pack up a really nice box of just a whole bunch of goodies just because I feel like I just want to give. I just want to give. Yeah, it's going to be a good box too, y'all. So I'm going to do something like really reasonable, like maybe a raffle where people maybe buy a ticket for $5.55. Something really like affordable, or like $1.11. Only because energetically you're sewing into the ministry, right? And then we're sewing into somebody else getting a really nice gift. And then I'll do that like monthly because that's fun. Money is energy, right? And so we're trusting the universe in sewing a penny, a $2, whatever it is. It doesn't matter. It's the energy that's backing it. So that is to come. I just wanted to say that. But the box is going to be good. When I mean good, y'all going to be like, oh, Neff, what is this? I know. It's going to be really, really good. It's going to be really good. I promise you. You're going to get that box when you win that raffle. You're going to be like, "Oh my God, I'm telling you." I pack up boxes, excuse me, with gifts that I myself would want to receive. So when I see other people open it, I get so excited. I'm like, "Oh my God." I get really happy when I give to people and I see that it changes the quality of their life. Like, I really do, y'all. It makes me so freaking happy. Am I the only one that's like that? But you know what else I had to learn though? This is what I had to learn. I was absolutely a giver and I had some takers. Okay. But I had to learn how to receive, be a cheerful receiver without guilt. When somebody would do something big for me, I'd be like, "What?" Like, I had a guy that was like, "I want to buy you your dream car." I'm like, "What?" Like, what? Nobody's ever done that for me. I even said to a really beautiful queen the other day, she says, "Oh, I just did it for you." And I'm like, "Why did you do that for me?" I was like, nobody's ever really like been that nice to me. And then I had to remember my manifestations of beautiful people. And I'm like, why not me? As a teacher, as a leader, I'm a giver. I'm telling you, I pray for money so I can give. I would be like, "You get a house, you get a car, that's me." Like, I really enjoy it, y'all. Like, even talking about it, it makes me excited. So when somebody did that for me the other day, I was like, "Why would you do this for me?" I was like, "What do you want? How much is this going to cost?" And she's like, "Oh, no, just I did it for you." And it was something really huge, y'all. Life changing. She's watching. So shout out to her. She is an angel. And I'm very, very grateful for her. I won't get emotional. I almost started crying, y'all, because I'm just sitting here like, wow, this is such a beautiful life after all of what we've had to go through with people that, they were good lessons to get beautiful people come into your life. Listen, it's worth more than anything that money can buy. It's the quality of life. It's the quality of the conversations, the laughter. It's the mutual respect, equal give and take, you know. What does that look like now that we've come out of the trenches? Now that we're no longer in the shadows, we now have to learn how to really breathe in that beautiful experience by way of real love, right? But first, I loved myself more, And now the universe is giving me that in return by way of beautiful people, places, and things. And it's wonderful. It takes some getting used to, y'all. But nevertheless, okay, let's just see what the other message is. It says, what areas in your life are you avoiding? Are you causing, are they causing you to be upset, worried, disrupted? How's your sleep? If so, these are areas that you need to focus on. As much as you don't want to, it's necessary. Tackle your demons head on. Allow yourself to be the ruler over them, not the other way around. Don't allow your demons to rule over you for 1 second longer. This is powerful. I'm going to tell you why. Because if you're really tapped in, you're meditating, you felt that weird ass Grim Reaper shadow energy that kind of went for the Divine Collective recently, right? We transmuted it. We really, really did. It was nothing but a shadow. Because the next level is so great for us, the stakes are high. That shadow was inevitable. To slay those demons that were possibly lying dormant was vital. And we did it collectively, energetically. Since the eclipse, the universe has been quite deliberate, right? Very deliberate. It's made me feel vulnerable. It's made me feel grateful. It's made me feel probably more honest with myself than I've ever felt. Right? So whatever that is or that was, it's like Source is saying there's no way around it. I've given you everything on the inside of yourself, on the inside of me, to tackle and or overcome any obstacle. That is the truth. You have everything that you need internally to overcome whatever that is. And only you know, what that is, right? So I'm going to change this for myself so that I hold myself accountable in this space with you and me, holding a space of love and light for myself, holding myself responsible as a teacher, as a spirit guide, as somebody here to help. So I'm going to rewrite this. I'm going to ask myself, what areas in my life am I avoiding? So Neff, what areas in your life are you avoiding? Is there something that's causing me to be upset, worried? Is there something that's trying to disrupt my sleep? If so, what is it? What areas in my life do I need to focus on? As much as I don't want to, it's necessary. It's vital. I have tackled my demons head on. I'm not allowing them to rule over me for a second longer. And so it is, right? So something about speaking that into existence in this moment, giving that power, letting that energy go out into the ethers, and allowing the universe to take the order, right? Because it's so. Yeah, not a second longer, I heard Spirit say. Be mindful of your thoughts. What are you focused on? Whatever you're focused on most is what you're giving your energy to. Even in your conversations, right? Like my friend, my sister, this queen, this angel, I could talk to her for 4 or 5 hours. I kid you not, a whole day will go by and we just been talking. That's good conversation. That's equal give and take. She's just as smart as me. I give her things and that she needs, and she drops gems in my life. That's beautiful, right? She's really raised the bar by way of standards. So now that we've closed out all those cycles with people that, our time was up, or maybe they just didn't want to grow with us, so they had to go. Or some of them were just detrimental to our mental state, right? That's beautiful to be in these current relationships that are absolutely nothing like what we had to go through, but they absolutely do represent who we are today. The saying, birds of a feather flock together. My friends, my sisters, my soul tribe is absolutely a reflection of me. They're going to say more about me just by way of what I align myself with, what I allow to happen in groups and conversations, right? They are a reflection of me. If you want to know who somebody is, listen, one, to what they talk about the most. Look at the people that are around them. It's a lot of popular loners that are now linking up with other popular loners because they understand, you know, that independent love, that's freedom, right? Hence the fact that we had to have been codependent at some point on family members, right? That hurt us. It's not easy living without a mother who could have wished you harm, or a sister that you thought, you would finish life out with, or at least in this particular life. That's not easy. A lot of this stuff was post-traumatic. Nobody ever asked, hey, how you doing? Coming up out of the dark night of the soul. I know you realize your mom, was doing witchcraft over you, or your dad or whatever. Like, are you okay? Are you good? Right? We had to learn how to manage that anxiety. And then we had to learn how to walk again, talk again, be again, because everything that we thought was real up until that point absolutely was not. It's a huge awakening coming out of that illusion, right? Was not easy. Seeing things with real eyes was not easy, but you did it. It's done. It's finished. And now I have to literally learn how to walk, talk, breathe again in a healthy way, because everything that we learned up until that point has been useful in the sense that we got to get the wisdom out of it. Prime example, how you saw the adults around you act was really how you thought relationships were supposed to be. I know it was that way for me. Oh, yeah. Let's get into it. This says, never allow yourself to be taken for granted. It is better to remove yourself from situations than to be treated less than you deserve. You are precious. You are worthy. So I'm going to put myself in this. I will never allow myself to be taken for granted. Not 1 second more. It's better for me to just remove myself from situations where the vibe is a little wonky, and my peace shall return unto me. I always got to add a little bit more into the writing, y'all. It's the writer in me, okay? I know that I deserve more, and I am very precious, and I know that I am worthy. Yeah. All the situations that I'm in, they treat me based on my value, and that's a high value, and I'm grateful for that. That's beautiful. Listen. This last card says, if you pay close attention, you will notice all the doors that once closed are opening up, just in a different form. Things may not appear exactly as you envisioned, but you're getting a lesson out of whatever this is, whatever that is. Only you know what this and that is. Could be a person, place, or thing. Right. Oh, we. So I'm going to reroute this, or rewrite it, reroute it and rewrite it. If I pay close attention, I will notice that all the doors that were once closed are now opening up, just in different forms. Things may not appear exactly as I had envisioned. That's almost like, you know what I get from that? It's giving a blessing in disguise. You know how you ask for something? You're very specific, very deliberate, going within, being strong, being powerful. And something shows up in a way that maybe you had not anticipated. But it is a blessing and an answer to whatever you were asking the universe for, nonetheless, right? Maybe it doesn't appear the way you thought. That's like today, y'all. It's so interesting. Thank you, Spirit. I ordered lunch for me and my son today, right? And we got like 2 panini breads. Oh my God, they were so good. Panini bread sandwiches with the thin sliced little turkey breast. And I don't get the cheese on there, no cheese, but it had like, it's so good, y'all. This is a whole bunch going on. Nevertheless, this lady, she calls me, the one that was bringing my food. And she's like, I'm at this apartment building, and this says that you have, an order, and I feel like I'm at your address. It says that I've arrived. I'm like, no, that's not my house. I said, I'm right next to there, right? So she says, okay, I'm coming. And so I guided her. I said, just make a left on this street and I'll be right there. So when she came up, it was a lady that I remembered the last time that brought my food, and she had her little cute little daughter, Sarah. Oh my God, this baby is an angel. God sent me an angel, period. Period. I had taken my walk today, got back, was just trying to find my inspiration by way of doing spiritual reads and spiritual court. And I really didn't like what I saw in the spirit realm, the injustice. So I'm going to be honest, y'all. It had me feeling away. I was just like, what's wrong with these people? Why can't they just love? And so I'm kind of in my head a little bit, right? But I'm pushing through, I'm just kind of in my head a little bit, but I'm praying at the same time. She came literally and just brightened up my day. And she always comes with her mom when they deliver food. Now, I hadn't seen her in a couple of months. Long story short, I saw her and I said, Sarah, she's 5 years old, big, huge blue eyes, beautiful little earth angel. And I said, oh my God, I'm so glad you came to see me. And she's like, yeah, I came to see you. And she brought me my food and she looked at me. And then my son came out and they started talking. Literally, y'all, the sun just started shining so bright. And it was like God sent me a ray of sunshine just to remind me that I'm going the right way. I'm doing the right thing. Stay on the good end of this wheel, you know. Just stay in that good high vibration. And her mother's absolutely wonderful. And she goes, I remember you. The mother did. She says, it's something about your energy. It's something about your personality. She says, and your voice. I remember your voice. I feel like I know these people. And I've only seen them twice. But the fact that God sent her was divine intervention. I needed somebody to touch and agree with just in that moment, right? And there she was. And her name is biblical, Sarah. I said, Sarah. And she says, I got a middle name. She's so cute, 5 years old. So cute. So freaking cute. Just her energy. I'm like, this is an angel. And she says, I was playing with my dog and I got a scratch on my foot. I said, oh, your body's going to heal real fast. I said, you'll be fine. She says, I know. She was so positive, so just beautiful. And I needed that right then. And I just said, thank you, God. And I said, Sarah, look at that. You made the sun come out. We were standing there and the sun got so bright that you could not negate the fact that the divine was saying, I hear you. I know you're helping a lot of people. I know there's people that are still wanting y'all to be, in this darkness. And the Most High's like, I see all and I know all. What a beautiful reminder. And in that, I was reporting back to the universe how I'm doing in this life. How am I doing on my journey? Your energy is like transmitters. You're sending signals out to the ethers, right? Letting the creator of all things know, hey, I know you're on an assignment, walking through the valley of the shadow of death. Most of it's not even real. Life is but a dream. But in that gratitude, right? Me just being grateful for seeing these beautiful people. It was like the universe was like, we hear you. We got you. Don't listen. You're doing good, right? You're doing good. And so the messages go out. Sitting in an attitude of gratitude, that's a signal. That's a channel. The universe is like, oh, you're having a good life. Yeah. Okay. Oh, you won't complain. Okay, cool. Yeah. Yeah, you're sending out energy. So be mindful of the energy that you are carrying, walking, breathing energy. That sun came out so bright. I needed that love. I needed somebody just pure and innocent. And even this morning, my son woke up. He says, you know what, Mom? He says, I really love you. He says, I see everything that you do for me. He had a dream. And he told me about his dream. And I'm like, what? I'll share that at a later time. But nevertheless, let me just pull maybe one more card. Yeah, there we go. But yeah, that's just like those little things, Notice something that maybe you weren't paying attention to. If you really get still and just peace be still, you're going to notice things that you never saw before. When I went on my walk, I noticed some flowers that I had never seen before. I noticed the tree. I sat under the tree. I took my shoes off. I do this every day though. Yeah. So listen. But in being still, I noticed things that I can't say that I was taking it for granted. Maybe I was just kind of preoccupied in my mind, not being still. But once I got grounded and I just surrendered and I said, you know what? Most High, I surrender to whatever this is, wherever you're taking me, wherever I'm going. You said, you think peace, love, and light towards me. Anything opposite of that is an illusion. When the creator of all things says, I think peace, love, and light towards you, I created you in the image of myself, that's all you need to remember. If you don't remember nothing else, in the dark of the night, in the top of the morning, the creator said, I want you to prosper. I want you to have a good life. I want you to laugh. Then the universe is saying, okay, cool. Yeah. Now you're accepting what it is that you are. You're seeing your life from the eyes of the creator. What a blessing. To see yourself the way the creator sees you. Not lacking. Very abundant. Happy. Joyful. Well. All is well. It is well. It's all good. And all of the above. It's something about that by way of you just accepting that agreement. Before you came into the physical world, you made an agreement with the creator. Don't forget your contract. And after that, we go back to the creator. That's beautiful. Listen. So this next card says, if you think you are alone, you're not. We are beside you in all challenges that you face. Trust that outside sources will always be working with you to ensure the best outcome in every situation. We have your best interests in heart. We love you. This is what the angels are saying. So I'm going to put this in a way, and maybe you'll put it in a way where you're going to say, if I think I'm alone, I'm not. All my angels are here with me, and my spirit guides are here with me through everything that appears to be a challenge. I trust that every single outside force that's assigned to me is working with me to ensure the best outcome of my life in every single situation. They have my best interests at heart. They love me. That's beautiful. I love y'all. This is just a short, maybe top of the morning, middle of the day, before you go to bed, type of a reading. I really want to do ASMR, y'all. I really want to do that. I've really been getting into ASMR and I really like it. And somebody told me, they're like, you should do a sleep guided meditation. And I'm like, sleep guided meditation? And so I'm going to really see what that's going to sound like, because sleep guided meditation is usually like 8 hours. I would have to record for at least 8 hours, right? And so I'm really excited about that. Something that you can play at night. Something to remove anxiety. Okay. I say anxiety because being intuitive, we pick up on a lot of energies and frequencies, especially being an empath. And sometimes the energies that you feel are not your energy. If you're high vibing, high vibrational, you could be very, very sensitive to everybody. So learning how to balance out that energy. Maybe there's a neighbor or, somebody's energy that you're picking up on that's not your energy. And this is where alchemy gets really, really good. Knowing how to shift that energy, right? Or to make somebody feel better, right? If they're feeling down or something like that. Or just giving them a kind word, or maybe even giving them space enough to just kind of heal. Sometimes people just need time to themselves, right? I'm like that. I need to learn how to reach out for help. I've done so much on my own. And when I mean reach out for help, I mean reach out to have a good conversation with a friend to raise your vibration, or just reach out, right? So now that I have beautiful new people in my life, this is interesting. It really does take some getting used to, y'all. Loving new people takes getting used to, especially after we went through the dungeon, You know, like the dark night of the soul, the warlocks, the witches, your neighbors were doing all kind, like it was not easy. And here we are loving with a heart that like has never been hurt. You have a golden heart. I have a golden heart. It's protected. It's the heart of the creator of all things. It's patient. It's loving. It's kind. It's always guiding you to your heart's desires, right? So guard your heart, protect your heart. God bless your heart. God bless my heart, right? And love like you've never been hurt. This is the part, one of my favorite parts of the spiritual session, if you will, where we take our arms and we wrap them around ourselves and you just give yourself a big old bear hug and you just tell yourself, you know what, self? It's all good. You have every reason to be here. I love you. You are my favorite person. You are well. It is well in your mental, physical, and or your spiritual body. You are in optimum health. Why? Because that's what the creator wants for me. Listen, wrap your arms around yourself and let yourself know you got every right to be here. I have every right to be here. Just like the birds, the trees, the stars, I am very important and vital. And I love myself. I love y'all too. I will absolutely see you in the next video. Until then, peace be with you.